Hi everybody, welcome to Still on the Air. My name is David Pierce Anderson. I am sick right now. And this, I was talking just fine a couple seconds ago, and this has really turned a page.
Yeah.
Wow. How you doing, guys? How you doing, Jackson?
Doing well. How you doing?
I've been better, but I'm gonna just keep coughing, and I do apologize, but we'll try to get past that little something right there. You doing all right? Having a good day?
Yeah, I got my water. I'm good.
Good week. There you go. I could have gone for some tea. I had some tea earlier. That was the drink of choice, but we're going to get through it with the water today. Speaking of liquids, today's non-sponsor is a liquid. Today's non-sponsor is Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol, great on eggs. There we go. A little dabble, do you?
Yeah.
Some people like hot sauce.
Makes it go down real easy.
Real easy. I go for some Pepto-Bismol. Really good stuff. My mom would let me drink bottles of that every day as a child. Ypsilanti was hit with a snowstorm over the weekend. Pretty rough weather. It was hit with 5 inches of snow this weekend. Some people were complaining about the 5 inches, but it's average. This past Saturday, there were thousands of colorfully dressed characters walking around the streets of Ypsilanti. Also on Saturday was WashiCon. WashiCon is Ypsilanti's free anime and pan fandom convention, which celebrated its 4th year this year. 4 years.
Wow.
I wish they were more specific, though, on what pan fandom meant. People looked at me like I was crazy when I walked in there with my Farberware Millennium 12-piece non-stick cookware set. They thought I was crazy, Jackson.
It's a great set.
It's a good set. 12-piece non-stick. Anyway, there was a big moon not too long ago, a couple nights ago, with the super blood wolf moon. Occurred 2 nights ago. This was the bloodiest moon I've seen since I dared my buddy to show his butt to a wolf. It was a rough weekend. This week in Florida, a 73-year-old woman scared off a naked intruder who was gyrating in a lewd manner by taking off her dentures and yelling, "Grandma, no teeth." Got anything on that one, Jackson?
No.
There was no jokes added to that. That was just a headline.
That's just a headline.
It's a headline from Florida. God, we got to get rid of them.
Yeah.
The Oreo Most Stuffed. There's a new Oreo debuted not too long ago. The Most Stuffed Oreo, which has triple the amount of vanilla cream in between the cookies than a normal Oreo. All right, to go along with the Most Stuff, Oreo will also be debuting some new releases, including the No Stuff Oreo, the Nothing But Stuff Oreo, and the Butt Stuff Oreo.
It's disgusting.
That really brings out the chocolate.
The whole thing is disgusting.
Yeah, right. Imagine nothing but stuff Oreo. Just it'd be soft.
Just spoon it.
That's right. Actually, that might be a thing. It might be $1 million thing.
No.
Who knows? Oreo.
Yes,
Oreo.
maybe somewhere.
So we're gonna taking out a page of the U.S. government. EMU's student government shut us down with this sick burn last week. I have a little. I think we got a picture of that one coming up in a second. But yeah, so we posted our little EMU parking rant, and they shut us down. You guys sound like your plants. Cheer up. Anyway, we're glad that the EMU student government played a role in getting some of the students a refund. And in terms of their burn on us, we'll give them a pass this time, but it's going to cost them $163. So we'll give them a pass on that one.
Hey,
Anyway.
They're full of life.
Yeah. If they were ever alive, they'd be full of life.
Yeah. A little dusty, but you know.
That's not our job to dust them off. Look at that. That's straight out of National Geographic.
Yeah.
That was a great shot there. All he needs is a zebra to pop out of there or something. Jackson, I want to talk about last week. We were reintroduced to the Dave's Gourmet Ghost Pepper Sauce. Yeah.
It was worse the second time. And then the third time, if you will, if you want to call it that.
Well, we were going to a movie that night, and we're walking to my car, and we couldn't make it.
You were in pain the whole time. Yeah. For me, it just punched like in the gut.
Right.
When we got to the stairs, and I was squatting out in front of Pease Auditorium, just on the grass. I took off my coat, and I'm just like sitting there, wishing to die.
It was the most excruciating pain I've experienced in terms of something I ate.
Yeah.
And I've had gluten before.
Hey, say what you will about Still on the Air, but it's made me rethink my life.
That's good. Hey, that's good. I like that.
Personal
actually.
growth.
Personal growth. I like that a lot, actually. No, it was brutal stuff. And I'm glad I did the whole spoonful this time around, because last year when we did the pepper, I did like a little dab on the spoon, and then I put a little dab of that on the spoon on my tongue.
I think we were too afraid of it.
Yeah, which was rightfully so, because that really did come at you.
I think I got the short end of the stick with the game. I have no one to blame but myself. I mean, it was my idea, and I know I was the worst at beer pong. So
well, good. You knew it was going to be entertaining television, regardless.
I fell on that grenade. Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking one for the team. I mentioned I'm sick. Are you surviving the winter right now? You doing all right?
I got to that level where it's just like consistent sick. It's not like
you've been doing that for 21 years, though.
Yeah.
But you're consistently sick. You're saying
sick with 2 C's. Yeah.
Is that just kind of like?
I'm always a little stuffy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not like hacking up nasties, but.
Yeah. It just hurts. I got razor blades in my throat. It just. Yeah. It just really is painful. And
well, you gotta stop swallowing them, you dum-dum.
I don't know how to shave. I got all this hair in my throat, and I'm like, what's the best way to get it out? I'm a clean-shaven guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of sickness, my knee's been sick. I got the it was actually after the show last week. I got the call. I tore my meniscus again. So fun stuff.
It's official.
It's official. So I'll be having surgery this Friday.
How you feel about that?
Well, second time's the charm, I think is what they say. So,
yeah.
I had a buy one get one coupon. And it was about to expire, so I'm like, I better tear my meniscus again. So
this time they'll get you a punch card.
That's right. That's right. The 7th time you get a free ice cream, which is bad because I can't eat ice cream. But no, so yeah, but I'll be all right. You know, it's going to be a quicker procedure this time around. Last time they stitched it together, and they had me on a stabilizer. It was about 2 months. So
that was going to be the good long-term solution.
Yeah, they did that because of the long-term benefits for but obviously that didn't.
Not that long, I guess.
No, well, I mean, it's all relative, I guess. Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna have a good show today. We got Josh Colina, who's gonna be on after the break. We're gonna get to talk to him a little bit about what he's doing with his life. And I've known Josh since high school, so we'll go take a walk down memory lane there, maybe, and we'll have a good time. Yeah. Excited for it, Jackson?
I'm very excited, Dave.
Okay, well, we're gonna have a good show here, and we'll be back in just a couple of moments on Still on the Air.
So I got this email telling me that I had exceeded my email storage limit. And in the email, you had a link for me to click on. And so, like an idiot, I click on this link and it takes me to a login screen. And so, of course, what do? I log in with my username and password, and it did not increase anything. All it did was steal my username and steal my password. I mean, it looked real. So this thief sent an email virus to everyone on my contact list. My dad, my mom, like just everyone. And only God knows like what kind of damage they've done. Only God knows what else they stole before I changed my password. So now, I only click on the link if I know that it's legit or if I know that it's coming. If someone tells me, oh, I'm gonna send you a link, I don't just click on anything random. My name is Adirumi, and I'm trying to be e-safe.
I'll be right back, I told myself. I'm just going to grab a quick drink. 2 minutes later, and everything was gone. My backpack, my laptop, my cell phone, my iPod. 2 minutes was all it took. I was lucky. The thief was eventually caught and I got it all back. But now that I had that happen to me, I realized that anything valuable has to be treated like cash. I'll never leave it out of my sight again. My name is Heather, and I'm trying to be safe.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Still on the Air. We got Josh Colina. I'm not a liar. There he is. I'd shake your hand, but we'll do the Holly Mandel.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Well, I mentioned that we go way back.
Yes, we do.
We went to high school together.
And we did. Old of the Room Collegiate University.
De La Salle.
From French to.
Right. Hey, that was good. That's what they teach you at De La Salle.
They do. Yeah.
Now we were trying to remember if we had any memories together, but
yeah.
I pride myself. I did talk to everybody in our grade.
Yes. Yeah.
But I don't know if we ever.
We definitely interfaced,
yeah.
but I don't know if we ever shared like a just a special, intimate.
I'm trying to think. Were you a perfect attendance guy?
I was not. No, were you?
Yeah, I was. I thought you. I didn't mean to brag, but
No.
I totally. I thought there was 5 names. I thought you were. But
No, I feel like when they announced that, I was surprised. Everyone was surprised, and then like even the people that got it was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I knew by sophomore year that I had perfect attendance, and I'm like, if I can do anything in high school, it's show up every day. But once I was there, I was just like staring at the wall. I didn't really do much.
That's impressive, honestly.
Yeah. It is. I do take pride in it, but you know, it was a lot of benefits. I got sick on a lot of 3-day weekends, so I'd get sick on Friday. We wouldn't have school that day, Saturday and Sunday, and then be good by Monday.
Was that like a planned thing? Like I will self-heal?
Right. I just get through March.
Yeah.
No, well, we're talking about Eastern Michigan now, and it was, you know, nice to see another pilot coming to Eastern Michigan. Talk a little bit about what you have done here. You mentioned your work as an NSOA orientation.
Yes. Yeah. So probably like one of the big involvements that I had on campus was getting involved with orientation. So that started out between freshman and sophomore year. I did NSOA, which is like orientation leaders for, at the time it was first 4, now it's first 3.
What's up with that?
You know, man.
Does it have the Fajita Fest?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite days of the year.
We missed it. I miss it. I love fajitas as much as the next guy. If I could bring it back, I would. But
is there anybody you can talk to? Can we start a change.org or something?
You know what? I think if the public wants it, then.
That's right. So what got you interested in being, leading orientation groups?
I'm sorry?
What got you interested in like orientation, in leading groups?
I just had such a good experience. I don't know if you were able to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For me, my experience was just like so awesome. I met so many people that like I definitely wouldn't have been able to meet any other way. And like you might remember from high school, I was like not the most outgoing person ever. So it was a good way to meet people, and to be able to facilitate that for other people was like a dream come true. Like that was really awesome.
That's cool. I mean, that's a good experience, I guess, for freshmen to come in and meet people. It's a good experience for being able to work with people. Do you want to work with people in the future? I mean, is that something that you kind of want to work into your life?
Like I definitely don't want to stop, like interfacing with people. My current like career track isn't customer servicey, so I guess maybe losing it in that sense. But it'd be nice to work not from home.
Right.
Well, from home occasionally.
Yeah, for sure. Now, we were talking a little bit about, I never thought of it, but, orientation would be a great time to meet some people romantically, but apparently you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
You had to find out that the hard way.
Yes, yeah. So actually in the orientation world, we have a saying, and that is that orientation is not a dating service. And that's more to protect you from yourself than it is anything else. I know, like, in my experience, I did have to learn that the hard way. When I was in NSOA, there was definitely someone that I was like, thought I was vibing with real good. Thought we had great chemistry. Thought the rule didn't apply to me. And one thing that we do in orientation that's really cool is we write each other affirmations, write each other little letters to just let everyone know that you think that they're doing awesome. And so come the end of orientation, I'm reading all of my little letters, and I sort of set aside the one for my special person, and I'm reading through the other ones. Can't wait to get to hers. And finally, I pick it up. It's the last one. I'm like, okay, just hoping it says something that like affirms anything. Open it up. First thing it says, "You are hot," and I was like,
wow.
Woo! Like that was a big win for. We went to an all boys school.
Yeah, right.
So big win for me. Never talked to like a girl or anything really in that way before. So really pumped my fist, celebrating for a little bit. It was just me in my dorm at that time, just like running around like yes.
It's not a far run. I'm sure those.
It's
are pretty small,
a pretty decent lap.
Yeah, right.
And so I decided I should probably sit down, finish the letter, figure out what's the haps. So I open it back up again. I reread that first sentence. You are a hoot.
Yeah.
And so yeah. So
that's great. That's great. See, I mean, I get it too.
Yeah.
You're so attractive. Hot.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, dang. Like not just a 1-0 situation.
No. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But hey,
so,
you're a hoot. I mean, that's a good thing too.
well, thank you. I think you're a hoot. I think you're a hoot as well, Jackson.
Jackson, yeah, he's having a good time over there.
It's a great story.
That's a really good story. That's great. Well, so, and you're part of a couple, at least one club on campus. I know we've seen you at Lame a few times.
Yes, yeah.
But the Filipino club.
Yes, yeah.
Is there another name for it?
Yeah, so we are, the technical name is Kapamilya Club, and in Filipino that means, Kapamilya means to be part of a family. So we picked that name just because we hoped that would encompass just the general idea of a club. So like we're for, Filipinx interest students or people who have that background. But the real idea, like the heart of the organization, is just to like have a space that's safe for like anyone to come and be a part of the family. And so that's really what we're there for.
And so do you guys put on events, or I mean, is it just kind of a family kind of gathering place to be together, or do you put on events?
Yeah. So we do a little bit of both. We just did our first really like big event this past December. It was called the Philippine Culture Night. We did it in McKinney. Really awesome event. It was all for charity. We were able to raise $1,200 for our charity of choice. We had about 250 people in attendance. Traditional music, traditional dance, and then also some modern stuff for, just like the random passerby. So
Right.
it was a lot of fun.
Has culture been something that you've always been passionate about?
Actually, no. So that was the unique thing about the organization was Michigan isn't really a Filipino dense area, so I didn't really grow up super close to that. So even finding out that there were like other people that were interested in exploring the culture was really cool. And then since then, like I really don't know any other way I'd be able to define myself at this point other than Filipino American.
That's great. What made you take that step once you got to EMU? What made you say, I want to be a part of this and I want to find out more about this?
Well, my older brother goes to Wayne State, and they had a very active group that was there, and so I just saw like how much they did and how cool that was, and I was really looking for like I said, like a way to like meet more people and like interface with more people, so I thought that was a really good way to do that.
That's good stuff. And real quick, we got to listen in a minute, but medical illustration.
Yeah.
What is that exactly? That's what your major is.
Yes, yeah. So medical, it's not actually offered at Eastern, but I'm taking like a special thing to do it. And basically what it is if you look at like a biology textbook, or maybe if you look at those ads for drugs and stuff where it shows the body, they're just the people that go ahead and make those graphics. And so
that's
really going into.
So you get to look at a lot of skinned bodies.
Oh, actually, yeah, just all part of the job.
That's what, you got posters on your wall.
Yeah, honestly.
Random searches. Well, Josh, thank you so much for coming by. We're going to take a little break here, and then we're going to come back. We're going to play a little game, the three of us, wits of who can't laugh the hardest, I guess.
All right.
We'll see you in a second.
I'm addicted to Facebook. I'm always on it. I was checking out my feeds one day when I noticed an ad to test and keep an iPad. So I clicked the link. All I needed to give it was my contact info. Home address, email address, cell phone number. Seems pretty easy to get a free iPad. A week goes by and I never get a new iPad. And I noticed I was getting hundreds of text ads on my phone. Because of all the extra text messages sent to my phone, my bill went up $10. Yeah. I wasn't getting a free iPad. They were just fishing for my phone number to sell to advertisers. I know there are legitimate ads on Facebook, but if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. My name is Nate, and I'm trying to be e-safe.
Welcome back to Still on the Air. All right, so what we're going to do right here, Jackson and I found some interesting fan fiction, but I guess that's kind of repetitive. And what we wrote, we shared a couple to each other. We haven't seen these yet. Josh will get in on this too. And basically the goal is to read through the whole thing and not laugh.
Okay.
Okay. There's some
like fun.
The ones I was looking at, I had to clean up for television. Well, just a little bit. So this is going to be interesting. I think Jackson, we're going to start off with you. So
right.
We'll get it going. And
you
I'll
want to give me a countdown?
I'll give you a countdown, and I'll keep track of how many times I laugh. All right. So 3, 2, 1.
The Ghostbusters were getting poor after Ghost Bust 2, so they were looking around the newspapers for any ghost business. There was no more ghosts, said Peter Van Kedman, and he was sad because his ghost's business was being in the red, no money badness. So they looking around in the TV for a good ghost-busting good time. They deciding to look around big buildings for suicide ghosts, or stockbroker ghosts, or big shot wigs on Wall Street who had heart attacks. They went fastly into a big old building with a nice gold carpet. What a cool building this are, said the Bill Murray. Agree, said Wankman. That's his name. Just then, an old guy in a big old wig came up at them. What the herk doing in my office, you busters? Said Donald Trump at the Ghostbusters.
Well done, Jackson. Only 5 laughs.
Hey, thanks.
That's good stuff. The Ghostbusters Donald Trump crossover we didn't know we needed.
Definitely needed, apparently.
Okay, so Jackson, this one you added. Who should read this, Josh or myself?
Josh, go ahead.
Okay, sure. Josh, take it away in 3, 2, 1.
One day on Hogwarts, Ron was going to see his friend Hagrid. He went walking across the bridge of the school and saw Snape. He said, "Oh no, it's Snape!" and ruined in the other way so he didn't get seen. He ran into Hermione, and it was awkward because Ron licked her. "Hello, Hermione," said Ron. "Hi, Ron," said Hermione back. Then he cast a sleeping spell on Hermione, and she fell to the ground.
Nicely done.
Good,
sixer.
Good find.
A sixer. That's good stuff. Okay, so Josh, you're going to have to go back to back. This is one I wrote.
Sure.
So if you're ready, you're contained and ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. We'll take it on 3.
A cool breeze blew in the night as Shrek and Donkey sat next to a large boulder, Fiona having gone to sleep on the other side. Shrek sighed at long. "I don't know, Donkey," he said, his face still carrying his distinctive accent. "I feel so lonely at times. Who's gonna want to be friends with a stupid old ogre? A talking donkey? No offense to ye," Shrek said as he reached down to pet Donkey. It's okay, Shrek." Shrek's mind was wandering absently as he was continued to stroke Donkey's back. His hand unknowingly went further and further down Donkey's back, eventually finding its way to the tail. Shrek grasped Donkey's tail, swirled him above his head, and knocked him off the cliff.
That's one I had to edit.
Oh God, no!
I'll let you assume what happened.
I think
But he didn't grab his tail. Okay, I think this is me.
Good luck.
Okay.
Should we count down for you?
Yeah, and if you want to keep track how many times I laugh.
This is unedited.
Unedited. All right, here we go. Count it down.
A 3, 2, 1.
Ring, ring, the phone went as Dave got out of bed. He picked it up, and it was his fave Pokemon Professor Oak. "Hey, Oak, how's it going?" Dave asked. "Fairy God, Dave," Oka replied. "It is time for you to come get a Pokemon now, Dave, so get to my lab quick." Dave run to his lab in his pajamas, just like Ash, LOL. He was so in a hurry that he forgot his Shondas on his desert. "I'm here," Dave said as he burst in the Oak's door. "I want a Pokemon now," Oak Dave said. He was dead serious. "Sorry, Dave," Oak said. "There are no more Pokemon left." I guess he got them all.
Stoic man, only 2.
Only 2.
Yeah.
Only 2.
It's just, it takes so much to try to like cipher through
Yeah.
it. And it's tough to laugh because you're in a...
I think you said the words right when they're very wrong.
Right. It's, you know, the English language it's been good to me. I don't want to butcher it too much. All right, Jackson. We'll see on this one. I actually didn't end up finish reading this, but
No.
when you're ready, in 3, 2, 1.
One wrinkled green eyelid peeled open and Yoda groaned. His alarm had woken him and it was time to get up again. Moaning again and smacking his too dry mouth that had a weird taste in it, he crawled out of bed. Head drooping low on his chest, he padded barefoot into his kitchen. Calf. Need calf, do I? I do. It seemed that calf was the only thing keeping him going these days. Using the force to open his cabinet door, he squinted bleary-eyed at the dozens round metal canisters of the highly desired calf. Which flavor should he have today? At first, Yoda had just drunk the plain stuff, but one day he had discovered something amazing. Calf came in different flavors. The very same day, he had run right out to the nearest supermarket and had returned victorious. His entire commandeered Republic gunship filled with calf. It had been the only vehicle big enough to hold his entire order. The poor clerk had passed out at the sight of Yoda magically levitating the contents of the calf aisle into her checkout, so Yoda had been forced to ring it up himself. Now, if he was lucky, it just might last him a few weeks. Triple espresso, I think, Yoda mumbled and levitated down the right container.
Nicely done.
That's really weird.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Which, hey, if you're going to live 900 years old.
There's a lot going on, but also there's not.
That's right, exactly. That's what I kind of liked about that one. Only had 2 on that.
Yeah.
All right, so unless I, like, just burst out in this one, Josh, you're going to lose.
Ah, rats. Well, maybe
So
next time.
here we go. I'll let you keep track, and you can be harsh on me, too. And give me a countdown. We'll be ready to go.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Wow, said Tails. We are at school. Tails, being the smartest, was right. Sonic and Tails and all of the else people in their class were in class at school. And it was history class. Okay, here's your big project, said Mr. Learning. You are all going to do a project about World War II. It is due on Monday, when the weekend is over. It is really important and the biggest thing you will do. If you fail this project, you will have to go to a different high school. Wow, oh no, said everyone in the class together at the same time, in a surprised and scared way because they did not want that to happen. Mr. Learning was their teacher. Oh, and also you have to do this project with another person, said Mr. Learning to the class, his class. Sonic and Tails looked right at each other with the biggest eyeballs and did a strong high five. Cool, said Sonic to Tails. With you, I will never fail this project. We have avoided the conflict and our destiny is sealed. Okay, but what I want to do something that is better than everyone else. You know how I am when it comes to school, screamed Tails to Sonic. There was so much hubbub in the classroom, it was like being in an ocean of little...
An ocean of what?
Being in an ocean of little boys, which Josh and I can relate to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So that was 7. That was well written.
It was a hearty one.
I just wanted you to say that out loud.
Yes. Thank you.
No, so thank you.
Jackson, you won.
Hey!
Yeah, I laughed 7 times that time, which counted for 9. Josh, you were 11.
Ah,
Jackson had
I
7.
just love mirth.
Yeah, right. What are we doing? You had it out? Okay. So that was great stuff, fan fiction. Well done. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a second.
We are True EMU!
Let me show you love. Love is what I know. Join me in this life, a beautiful soul. Everything you need, everything you want, you have it right here, my beautiful soul.
We are True EMU!
I am True EMU.
We are True EMU!
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Still on the Air. Thank you for joining us. Another week in the books. Another week without Justin Stovall, but we're doing well. We're figuring it out. Josh, thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you
You were
so
a
much. It was a lot of fun.
hurry up call last night. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Good luck with all your future endeavors.
Thank you. You guys as well.
Thank you. If you want to check out more of ETV, go to our Facebook, our YouTube, our Twitter, our Instagram, all that fun stuff. ETV at EMU. We'll see you next week. As always, it's been a pleasure. I'm David Pierce Anderson. Josh Colina.